Morning everyone. Can you hear that sedge warbler over there? That's why I'm here this morning. Sedge warblers and whitethroats, but particularly for the sedge warbler. It's pretty early, it's about 5:45. This actual location, this specific spot right here, I've never photographed anything here. And it's one of those things sometimes you don't realise what's on your doorstep, even stuff you walk past regularly. At certain times of the year you'll realise that there are opportunities, and here it's fantastic for warblers, fantastic for birdsong. Whitethroat. Whitethroat over there. Sedge warbler's just flown into this tree. He's in the tree at the moment. He's moving around a bit singing, but I can't see him. It's somewhere in there. I haven't had a clear view yet, but I will. I should do. I can actually see exactly where he is. I can't get a clear view at the moment. He's kind of in this patch, so he's in this patch of slightly taller vegetation and plants. There's a few nettles in there, it's sort of quite scrubby. He's up, he's down. Now hopefully he's going to perch again, start singing, and then start creeping upwards, which is what they often do. When he gets a bit higher, then I can get a clear view. He's back in here. You know, I can hear him low down. He's got to come up higher for me to get a clear shot. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, get him. Oh. Go for vertical. That was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. Fantastic. That's the first really clear view I've had. I hope the shots are okay. You might have noticed me twiddling the manual focus ring. So I'm having to do manual focus sometimes because there's so much vegetation, and quite often there's something, just all the time there's something in the way. So the autofocus can definitely struggle. So in this situation, I'll often use manual. Damn cars. Yeah, but when he came up and that was a really clear view, I could have done that with autofocus fine, but you know, sometimes you don't have time. You've got to work with what you've got to try and get the shot. Now you might have noticed me moving, making slight adjustments there, and that's what you have to do all the time in this situation, especially when it's kind of in vegetation like that. So, you know, I got in position where I thought was about right, the Sedge Warbler came up, and everything was fine, apart from I think there was like one little twig in the way, so I just had to move the tripod, and that's the best way to do it. Just try and eyeball it and see what's in the way, and sometimes it's just a slight adjustment, you know, almost like an inch slightly to one side, and then I could just get a completely clear shot. So it's just gone on the other side, which is different. First time I think it's done that this morning. So it's flitting between these two spots over here. I've got the sun behind me, so that's great. It's just flown up, done like its little flight song, and then dropped down on the other side, which is like, it's like cow parsley kind of stuff. Might not be cow parsley, but I think it's carrot family anyway. And it's just dropped in there. There goes the white throat. I'm so much better on birdsong. It was a real weakness for me, and it's still probably the weakest thing is sound, bird calls and song, but I'm so much better, and particularly with the warblers. So the white throat is, if you can hear it then, that's the white throat. The white throat is kind of quite scratchy. I think it's a good way to describe it. And the Sedge Warbler, you know, you've got Sedge Warblers, you've got reed warblers, which can often be in a similar habitat. The Sedge Warbler is just more manic. It's just pretty mental. If it sounds like it's completely mental, completely nuts, then it's probably a Sedge Warbler. They just kind of keep going. They hardly seem to stop. But also you'll find they have like a bit of a chattery sort of grating sound in there somewhere, which the reed warbler doesn't really have. I don't think it has that at all, and the reed warbler tends to be slower. So Sedge Warbler is faster, but yeah, it's a call I know very well now, Sedge Warbler. That was brilliant, that was amazing. I'm going home. I've done enough, I'm happy, I'm going home. That was absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much to the Sedge Warbler and the white throat. Oh. And it just shows you, if you just wait, that's what wildlife photography is about a lot of the time. Just put in a bit of time, just a bit of patience. You know, that Sedge Warbler was constantly being in awkward places, too low down, couldn't get a clear view, and then just a little bit longer, you know, a bit of patience, and it comes up higher, and pretty much a completely clear view. I think its whole body was clear, to be honest, and it stayed there, you know, for a good amount of time. I was even able to adjust my exposure a little bit because I didn't want to blow out the whites, and the light kept changing. I'm on manual exposure, so I had to keep adjusting the shutter speed. It's the easiest way to do it for me, just to make sure I got, you know, as accurate exposure as I could, because I like to do it, get it all right in camera. Brilliant. Do let me know if you like these types of vlogs, because I really enjoy making these, and it's great when they work, but it's not an easy thing to do in the field, to actually show you photographing the wildlife as you're doing it. It's very difficult. I think it's a bit easier with landscape and macro to an extent, but wildlife, it can be so hard. But when it goes well, these are my favourite vlogs, and I love making these, and I know a lot of you out there enjoy to watch them as well. Annoying car. If you're not subscribed, do click the subscribe button for more videos like this and tutorials, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Oh, he was just on the tree. He was on a clear branch. on the tree singing. Didn't realise he was there, and yeah, he's gone now, didn't get it, but this Sedge Warbler's fantastic.